I got my headphones over the top.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so yours are mullet. It's quite good. I like it. I wore mine in the car this morning.
Just crack the beer, mate.
It's fine.
You're the one that's on a time limit.
Ready? I got it now. Ready? Oh, my God.
Why do we even bother? Why do we
Crisp.
I mean, literally anything could be better than what just happened there. We are in the second match of round one of Pool B. We are at the Stroker Dome tonight, Luke. It is the Wristy Strokers taking on the Mad Kents.
Oh, my boys!
A very interesting first game between the LT Grey Chinos and the Urupu.
That is one word for it, Tim.
Cardiac Cats couldn't get over the
job
line.
done.
This becomes a very interesting matchup here because the Mad Kents are heavily favoured, but the Wristy Strokers...
You never know your luck in a big city. They got the home game straight up, Tim. That advantage has not been lost. So, yeah, a big game there for the Strokers if they're going to get a job done over the Kents. And that would throw a pigeon again amongst the Cats if we were to lose as far as the standings of Pool B go. Stranger things have happened, though, in Pool A, obviously. So let's see what we get. Michael, we've got you in the executive boothio again. How are you
lads.
doing?
Nice to see you again.
Yes. How was your week off?
I was working my other jobs.
Your other jobs?
Yeah. Your job watching at home is to like and subscribe to these videos. Let's get them shooting up the charts. Leave a comment down below and have a lovely day. Enjoy this brand new
So aggressive,
episode.
and then just with a hug. Hey, you! Like and subscribe! Come here, give me a cuddle.
Superliminal?
Yes. Well, there you go.
Okay.
What more is there to say?
I don't know. You're the one that keeps talking.
What's the deal with the... You know what? I don't even care anymore. Let's move on.
I came to see the Wristy Strokers play. Let's hit that button.
All right, cue the sting. Wristy Strokers up against the Mad Kents at Stroker Dome. Look at that overall. We are... Back to back.
Look
It's
at
83
these
overall. Yeah,
logos.
the logos are strong. The Wristy Strokers
You might
there.
have to blur that one.
Very good there. We're not getting sued by anybody.
No.
As you can see, the overalls are pretty close. This is going to be a close one, Tim. Could it come down to fielding?
Pretty close.
What are the odds, Tim? I'm going to give you some. I'll give you some.
Here we go.
What are the odds of 5 overthrows today?
Ooh,
What do you
I'll
give
say
that?
low.
Low,
Because I think the fielding. But I see what you mean. The Mad
That's what I
Kents.
mean. The Kents.
No, I'll go no.
Quick
I'll say
spot
no.
bet.
I'll say no.
All right. Well, let's get into the first 11 and the alternate strips of these two teams. As we see here, beautiful logos all across for each team here. This is going to be a close one, Tim. I think it's going to be closer than anyone gave it credit.
If it's not close, it's going to be aesthetically pleasing because those jerseys were incredible.
Yes. We'll see more of that shortly. Let's go through the Wristy Strokers, Tim. I'll let you do that and I'll do mine.
All right, no worries. We've got Aiden Markram and Hashim Amla. Interesting choice at the top of the order for the Wristies. Steve Smith and the captain Ben Stokes, 3 and 4. Shreyas Ayer. I can feel it calling in Ayer tonight. He's in at 5. We've got Bavuma and the Insurrection.
Yes, DC. Disappointing to miss out.
He is somehow wicket-keeping. I think that is a mishap.
We're going to have to move that across.
We need Billings.
Sundar needs the bowl.
He can do everything.
Wow.
Billings in at 8. Rashid Khan opening with some wrist spin.
Yes. Well, they are
as
the
their
Wristy
name
Strokers,
suggests.
Tim.
That's right. Pat
They're not
Pum
idiots.
in at 10 and Imran Tahir, Jack Leach interestingly, bowls finger spin.
Yes, and therefore is
not
outside
playing.
the team. Yeah,
Correct.
that makes sense.
Luke, take us through the competition favourites.
Yeah, absolutely. There's absolutely competition favourites, perennial favourites. Johnny Bairstow, the soft J himself, will be opening with Quinton de Kock, with David Funky Miller in at 3. Mitch Marsh, the big Moose. I nearly said bull. Moose.
Bison, isn't it?
Bison. He is the bison. You're absolutely right. Light and Daz from Bangladesh makes his way into the game here today. Excellent batting there, but will not be wicket keeping. That'll be left to Quinton de Kock, one of our 3 wicket keepers in this team. Jason Roy in at 6. We bat deep, Tim. We bat deep. Joe Denley at 7.
Yes.
He's a little leg spinner, so we've still got a bit of spin going on. Muhammad Mahmudullah at 8, the all-rounder. Rahul Shahar. Now that is I poached him so well from the Revolution. I had to have him. He was my number 1 draft pick. Taskin Ahmed.
And we'll skipper the side.
He's going to skipper as well.
Yeah,
I want some cornrows at the top, Tim.
Yeah.
I'm not an idiot. And Jimmy Anderson will be our bowler for this game. Sheldon Cottrell will run drinks. Remember the name. Tim.
Well, Luke, it's interesting that you pointed out there Sheldon Cottrell. You think he might feature?
Oh, absolutely. I think that there's definitely room for Sheldon Cottrell at some stage in this competition.
All right.
But I don't believe this is the game.
All right, we'll have to wait and see. Let's go to the match settings. Now, we all loved your comments in the previous game.
Big comments.
So, leave your comment below on what striping you'd like to see.
There we go. Ready and... None.
Wow. Stripeless.
Yes, that is a big thing there from there. Teriyaki in today.
Could we possibly also have Tom Arto?
Yeah, we can have Tom Arto.
Teriyaki and Tom Arto.
Special saucy matchup.
Saucy matchup. Yeah, all right.
Not the sriracha. If you're going to have the saucy matchup, you'd have tomato. You know what? Teriyaki and
Sir was in the last game.
That's true. He can't go. He's got to have a rest, Tim. He's got to have a rest.
We can't afford him.
Can't afford. That's right. Michael, if you want to take us through the weather report.
There are 25 clouds in the sky and the wind is going straight up at a very strong 44 kilometres an hour.
Big dinger weather.
You might find that has an impact on all the players, and I doubt you'll see any dresses in the crowd tonight.
Very good. Great point.
Well said.
Yes. No Marilyn Monroe's this game. No. Well, there might be plenty now. I think about it.
Yeah,
if someone has turned up and hasn't thought about it, there is potential. Scotsmen in their kilts.
Scots, yep.
You got to watch out.
Kilts at the Strokerdome.
That's
Who
right.
would have thought?
Kilts at the Strokerdome. That's right.
I want to think about the implications of that. It's a family show, Tim.
Yes.
It's a family show. We keep it PG here. Well, look, any last thoughts, Tim? Who have you got?
I do like the lineup of the Mad Kents. I said Kents.
That's right.
But you just never know with the Wristies.
Yeah.
I don't think they've got the firepower that the Kents do. But, stranger things have happened. It's first game at Strokerdome. So
Bairstow bowling there for some reason.
Well.
That's an interesting choice.
There you go. But Ben Stokes and Steve Smith, they're the wild cards for me. If they get firing, they could be very tough to beat.
Yes, good call out there as we see these jerseys.
Got to tell you, these premonition videos, that would suggest we're looking at a Mad Kent's victory.
Well, it is something to consider. Yes, definitely the thought has dropped me there as we see the Wristy Strokers.
I just love the logos. Shout out to the logo organisation committee as we get one last look at the team lineups before we head to the toss. Michael, are you going to go sanctioned or unsanctioned today?
Sanctioned.
Oh, okay.
Sanctioned.
Pool B more orderly.
Yeah. Bit of respect.
Well, Pool A was a mess with the results.
Yeah, well, hard to argue there.
All right, let's get into the toss.
Here we go. Bang.
Yeah, sanctioned game.
Send
that makes
your
sense.
tallest suited men.
Well, Ben Stokes is quite tall, so these suited men
They're
are
enormous.
Yeah.
They're wearing lifts.
Oh, the Mad Kents have won the toss. What will they do here?
Shahar with the traditional ponder.
Yeah, I'm going to think. And they're going to have a bat. I was hoping for a bat there.
It's a catch me if you can attitude for the Mad Kents this year. Their intentions are on early.
Yeah, front foot forward.
Yeah, I don't mind it, and particularly with a team that really is only got Smith and Stokes.
Yep.
It's a fairly safe option, but a good one, a strong option.
Yes.
As we see the teams come out to play, let's give a big shout out to the sponsors.
New Balance.
The Wristy Strokers, New Balance,
KB
KB Lager, Steel City Beer.
Yes.
Imagine Brewing, maybe?
No, not Imagine,
not
not
Imagine.
Imagine.
That's the Mad Kents.
Yes, Mad Kent's major sponsor is Imagine Brewing. We've also brought on Chubb.
Chubb.
The Little Chubb is brought on this season, along with Pucker Pies and our new apparel sponsor, Rod and Gun.
Rod and Gun.
Rod and Gun.
Shout out to our friends over in New Zealand.
Yes.
Rod and Gun.
Love a good Rod and Gun. See this first ball of the game.
All right, it's going to be Bairstow to Shahar. No, Rashid. Sorry, Shahar's on the Mad Kents.
Khan will be
Bowling first.
Yeah. Oh, I thought it was a catch straight off.
Almost had it.
Mid-wicket there. No, not at all. Just a dot ball. Order is restored, Tim. And that is another dot ball there onto the onside.
Now, the Stroker Dome looks very large, very wide square of the boundary here,
Yes.
Luke.
Well, they got a few spin balls. Obviously, Wristy. So they... Oh, that's caught. No.
That's a drop catch, Luke, I
Do you think that's a drop catch, Tim?
Can we have a replay?
They might show us one here. I know
Earliest replay in sock history,
I
possibly.
mean, it's coming up to.
Let's have a look. I think he's definitely hit it.
And the keeper has...
It just went so fast, came off the pad, I think.
I don't know. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Came off
All
his
right, we're
pad.
moving on.
Nervy start here for the Mad Kents.
That's short.
Oh,
And it's another dot ball.
a wrong in there. Just he
Rashid Khan
he
might be
picked the length,
might
but
be a
definitely not the
masterstroke,
spin.
Tim.
Oh well, look, they are the Wristy Strokers.
That's right. They've got to get out early.
There
Shot.
it is.
There's the first boundary of the game. 4 runs. Oh, my God, that hit me.
Crisp.
That was sipping good.
That's how you open a can.
Oh, mate. You're a full-grown,
Man,
full-blooded, red-blooded Aussie.
I'm a fair dinkum full
That's
grown.
right.
Bit of pressure relief there. I was going to say we might see our first ever maiden in simulated online cricket.
Stop it.
Oh,
another... Wait, he's bowled it.
Oh, he's bowled.
He's bowled it,
Hang on a minute. We were too busy following the ball.
There's no spin. It's the
Oh,
ruin.
I think he's hit it.
You reckon he's got a bat onto that? You think that's bat?
Let's have a look.
Oh, hello.
Oh, he's shape-shifting astral
I
pipes.
think he's missed that altogether.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
going to say that is just he hasn't picked the wrong one that's gone straight on. And Johnny Bairstow is gone. It's 1 for 4.
He's getting
Tim.
ready for his bowling appearance. As predicted. The pre-game...
Yeah, no, it's clever.
Well, the previous ball wasn't
wow.
a wrong one, but same length. So he's obviously done a little bit of a bluff there.
Well, David Funky Miller brought out for Pat Cum. The big Pat Cummins brought out early on the magic man of Australian cricket. See what he's got here. He's going to have to bowl straight. Shot. Lifted off the bottom of the bat, and the Quinton de Kock is off the boundary. That one brought to you by Big Black Signs.
Big Black Signs,
Big Black
proud
Signs.
sponsors.
Proud sponsors
of simulated online
redacted.
cricket.
It's the redacted one. That was actually quite a controversial logo, and it ended up getting redacted by the sponsors.
Oh, right.
Yes,
okay,
yeah,
gotcha.
yeah,
I see
yeah.
what you mean.
That's what happened there. So redacted.
Censored.
That's right. We tried not to, but hey, look,
It is what
it's
it is.
YouTube, baby. You know, it's what it is.
2 back, square on the leg side here. Yeah, a little bit of a double bluff there from Pat Cummins.
Short ball.
Took it as a little bit of disrespect there.
Yeah.
I think first ball he was just
Could see
trying
that.
to loosen up, but De Kock took
They're
advantage.
trying to get on a wriggle, ain't he? As this one's whipped onto the onside out to deep square leg, and they're going to go second.
Oh,
What is
no.
going on? No, he's throwing it to the wrong end. Oh, nervy start, Tim.
A very nervy start. It might be the atmosphere here at the Stroker Dome as we bring in Michael Vilkins if he got a sideline eye for some Atmos check. Catch this! Oh!
it's
I
another
dare
dot ball.
say everyone in the crowd is wearing or wishing they brought their sunglasses because the nose lawn striping is very glary.
Oh, Glary Naries.
I was pool A.
Absolutely right. Shot. This one, will it beat the man? And it will not. It's been... And they're going back for a second. The running, there is some, maybe first game jitters, Tim.
A little bit. I also think the stadium has got some unusual boundary shapes.
Yes. I think this is a square boundary.
So I think it's going to be tough for batters who aren't used to this home field. So it might be at a disadvantage to the Mad Kents.
He picked the gap this time, and again, it is a very, very wide. They got. What are we doing? No, this
could be out.
This is going to be.
Oh! Well, I think this. Look, they're lucky.
What
to
are the
get away with
over-unders on a run out in this game, Tim? What are you giving?
But they're lucky to get away with
2.5?
it. But I think if they just commit to the run, they'll be fine.
Yeah. The reverse sweep over the top. Oh,
that's not a reverse sweep, Luke. That's a reverse slog.
Is it going to make the boundary? It's going to slow up in the outfield. Oh,
they might run four here, Luke.
They are going to run four. They're going to run four. Wow. This is what people paid for. They want to see their boys run.
This is a massive
huge field. This is a big field.
So this is 1 for 16 off 2.1. Rashid just getting his
oh, wow.
Oh, getting his field right. But yeah, very interesting change here.
And that is a dot ball there at square leg. Tim, with the field being so wide, so large, is 150 at a target score perhaps? Do you reduce your expectations as we see this one popped over the top?
This is a massive
it's
field,
huge.
Luke.
This is going to be 4 runs. The no striping helps with the size. You know, like if you trim it down, it looks,
right,
you know,
it
like,
looks bigger.
Yeah. If you,
so do you think it's a perception thing?
I think it's a lot of things, but I think perception is one of those things.
Right.
But another one. That's a beautiful shot. Now we see David Funky Miller walking into this innings. That battery brought to you by Jakob's Top Cheddar.
Oh, welcome back,
big Jakob's back. Yeah.
Now, Luke, in that footage there of that boundary, we saw a well-priced van.
Yes, yeah.
The Wristy Strokers have gone with a van.
Well priced.
It was well priced.
It's expensive, but it's fair.
It's well priced, yeah. Look, for the Wristies, well, of course, obviously branded by beer companies.
Yep.
A lot of beer sponsorship.
It's a beer van.
It's a beer van,
I thought it was an ambulance.
No, not an ambulance. No. It's a beer van.
I thought you said there was a Bevan on the pitch.
No, it's not a Bevan. Michael Bevan will not be making any appearances, ladies and gentlemen. As a dot ball.
Very lucky to get away with that one there, Rashid Khan. 1 for 24 off 3 overs.
They've got a couple of runs on the board now, Tim.
Yeah, the nerves might have just settled. As you can see, David Miller in the green. De Kock still in the red, though. Let's see how he goes against the big Pat Cum.
He's driven that. Now, has he got enough of it? Yeah, there is something about the onside straight drive, isn't there? But that's just 2 runs.
The on drive is the best shot in cricket.
Yes, Luke. I think that's easily correct there.
And they brought in a short mid wicket here to try and cut that shot off here.
No, but he's done the big pull shot, but they've got the man out there. That'll just be the 1 run. This is going to be an interesting game of cricket, Tim, with the field that we get. Now, remember, there is only 1 game played at this field. With the way the competition runs, of course, the 2 teams that went through higher in the previous competition. As we see the long handle board out for the first time. Is this man going to get around here? No, he won't. That'll be 4 runs. Of course, if you were to be successful in the top 2 of last season, then you received the 2 home game advantage in this season. If you were in the bottom 2, you received the 1 game at home. I think that's quite a nice way to sort of balance it.
It was a long way to get there, but yes, we got there in the end.
Well, the draft is included. There's a lot of ways to kind of even up this. Is this going to be wow. He's just nudged that back into right down at his toes. That could have gone anywhere, Tim.
That's a rip snorting delivery there from the big Pat.
Has he got any nasal cavities left, or have they been ripped away, Tim? There it is. A Montreal mess up now. I've realised, Tim, that we have...
they're coming back for 2.
He's going to get a wriggle on. Direct hit, and that was out. Everyone seems pretty low-key about that one. Now, we've obviously referred to a Montreal mishap, but it's been a while since we've explained what a Montreal mishap is.
Yes.
Shot. And there's a nice pull shot
That'll
front of
just be
square, but
single.
it'll be the single. Of course, where we came up with the name of the Montreal Mishap was season 1.
COVID
Cricket 19, where we had a game. We took a game out to Montreal, of all places.
Well, it was in Canada.
It
was in Canada.
It
It wasn't
Canada.
actually
It wasn't in Montreal, but it was in
Montreal.
Canada. So, of course, the French cut was the French-Canadian cut, and the French-Canadian cut turned into the Montreal Mishap. So that's just a little bit of, obviously, if you haven't listened to our... what was the episode that held all the what do you call it? The auto
Index
episode.
Of
If you
which we
haven't listened
don't
to,
have.
yeah, if you haven't listened to the episode that doesn't exist, then
That's on you.
Yeah, exactly.
that's it. That's right. HDBT. As we see this one lofted over the top, they've got the man back there, but is he going to get around in time?
Yeah, I think
he
so.
will. The size of the shit. They're going to run back three.
This
He's
is-
throwing to the wrong end. Oh, wow.
He can't throw it. That'd be a 120-meter throw.
Stranger
Luke.
things.
He's got to go there.
Stranger things, Tim.
Mad Cans are really just trying to squeeze in as many runs as possible.
I think this is going to be the theme at Stroker Dome.
We didn't even talk about
Michael.
DC's bowling, Tim.
Oh, well, he's on now.
Shot.
Well, this could be out. I don't know if he's
Is he
got
going to
all
get
of
back?
it.
Yes, he has got enough of it, though. Yeah, absolutely got all of that. Then the big cock. That one brought to you by Powerade, sponsoring this. And
If you've had too many Imagine Breweries, why don't you even it up
get
with
the
a Powerade?
electrolytes into you, mate.
Yeah, look, I actually didn't think you got all of that, but yeah, long boundary, you
Yep.
know, made the distance easily.
Teriyaki knows that.
See, that's a good delivery.
That's a better ball.
It was short, but at least it tightened him up. You know, we've seen them. Traditionally, the favoured shot is the really back,
Yes. Arch the back and
yeah, but
swing through the ball.
unable to arch it there.
Joffre was last game, of course. De Kock here, 14 off his 9. Sundar doing a job with the ball. He's only 7 off it. They're going to look for a boundary ball here.
Oh, this is the last ball before the
Oh my gosh,
simulation.
I cannot
This
believe
has
that.
flown by.
And there it is. That's the shot you were talking about, Tim. That's 4 runs from De Kock. He'll go 18 off his 10 to get us to the simulation at 1 for 49, I want to say.
Who would have thought? We were talking about how this game might be low scoring, but going
They
roughly
still make
10
it
and
happen.
over, like
They
that's
still
still
can
a
do
lot
it.
of runs.
Yes, not
So
wrong.
we have reached the simulation. So let's bring in Michael Vilkins for today's simulation sponsors.
Thanks, Timmy. This first simulation is brought to you by Bloke in a Bar NRL Podcast. Bloke in a Bar NRL Podcast, Australia's best NRL coverage show. They also have a line of real beer you can buy. Bloke in a Bar NRL Podcast.
Why are we giving props to Bloke in a Bar?
I don't think- I don't think-
We are a podcast.
We are the
What?
podcast.
What's your podcast called?
Sporting
It's
Woods.
on the hat.
Sporting Woods podcast. Yeah.
If you want a hat, call Michael. You got to have another look at it. There it is. Yeah. Beautiful.
Comment-
I can't see it.
Okay. Well,
You
there
know
might
what?
be a reason.
Guys, comment below on your favourite NRL related podcast.
Yeah,
And if it's
and
not
why is
Sporting
it
Woods,
Sporting Woods?
don't even bother writing.
Yeah. Don't even bother.
Compare it. Compare it. Like, listen to a bunch of our episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, go download them.
Yeah.
And then compare them to whichever ones
We don't care
you would
about.
like to compare about.
Yeah.
Makes sense. But anyway,
Sporting Woods with a W. Woods.
Yeah. Woods with a W. Well
Right.
said.
And is that available places?
Wherever you get your podcasts.
Wow.
Yes.
yes.
And
All
while
right.
you're at it, go
Check
to
out
YouTube.
Bloke in a Bar. Oh,
no,
sorry.
no, don't
God.
check out Bloke in a Bar. They're direct
Tim,
competition.
let's get onto it.
Sponsors.
Let's do it. We've got Big De Kock and David Funky Miller at the crease. They're looking strong. This could go a bit pear-shaped for if these two continue on.
Oh, for the
But we've got
Wristies.
the batting.
Oh God, I thought you meant it to go pear shaped.
Oh, God, no. But I mean, the Kents have lost easier games than this.
yes,
We have definitely lost easier ones than
It's
this.
17 degrees out there. That's pretty cold, isn't
It's
it?
a fine, chilly evening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's stroker
That's
weather.
Stroker
Way.
Dome, mate. Yeah, this is what
Just
they
to
do.
keep warm.
Yeah.
The bad dad likes it cold, mate.
I would say that the middle order is untested, Luke. You got Diaz, Roy, Denley.
Yeah.
Not noted heavy hitters in simulated online cricket. But
Dad's right here.
They
That's
look,
nice.
That's nice.
the De Kock and
I
Miller
hope he
look
bats.
quite comfortable here in
Yes.
the middle. And again, I think now that they've gotten confident with the size of the field, the running between wickets will be less of an issue.
Yeah,
So,
but it might give the Wristies a bit of a look. They got a bit of a cider
yeah,
in
exactly.
the first innings.
And 100%.
Then keep that in mind for the second. So
Yeah.
interesting little tactics being played here, but there's only one way to find out, Tim. Take
Luke,
us to it.
Begin the simulation.
Come on, here we go. Yo! Okay, so Quinton de Kock out quick, but David Miller goes on with it. 50 off 31. Mitch Marsh, though, at the streak with Light and Daz. Daz Naz, 3 for 116. Now, if I remember correctly, last game, the Hooroos were at 116 as well. I believe that was exactly the same. They ended up getting the victory. So
64, I think.
So we see that one. It's straight at the pads, but whipped onto the leg side there. They're running 2. They should get it.
How big is
I know, it's an enormous field.
Oh,
That's a direct hit.
Wow. Keeping them honest.
That's right. That's what you want to see there.
But that's always 2, Luke.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
always 2. And so that's something that the Wristies will be able to target in their end.
And it's a big ask for the batsmen. They've now got a shot, but they've got people out there. This should be a 1 bounce. Yes, it is. And no! What are we doing, boys? Wow!
It's all right. It's okay.
They've got the men. They've got the men out there, which is good because you need the protection out there. Mitch Marshy, he's got to go on with it though. And this is the thing: you got to have good fitness when you're making this, running that much.
And could this, Luke? Great question. Could this impact the bowling at the end of the game?
Point.
Particularly if Mitch Marsh is required to bowl at the end, a lot of running in these last 5 overs. If he's still there.
By the same token, the bowlers are having that taken out of them at the moment in the field.
Particularly Ben Stokes.
Yes.
So
he's going to have to be asked to bat. And as we run around too, this is thought about it and changed their mind. The field is enormous. The ball is out to the boundary and they're only getting 1 run. That's how well he hit that one, Tim.
Yeah, look, striking it well.
Yes.
But it might need that little bit of finesse.
Is Michael working on his... What are you doing? Working on his Tinder. As we see that... he's a man with a woman, Michael Velkins. Get off Tinder, Michael.
Tinder needs to get off me, Luke. Move on, ladies.
That's a proper mid-Montreal mishap there. That one just missing the bails, I should say. And that will be 4 runs. That one brought to you by Chubb Security. Look at that first one. A couple of Yorkers in the over.
Again, I don't mind the
trip
tactic
to Mallorca,
there.
Tim.
Trip to Mallorca as Imran Tahir. Now, he's bowled terrific.
Yeah, 13 off his 3.
Obviously, all through the simulation here. But
bowled well.
A well-protected field here. It's got to have to be a middle and off line. Yep.
Chipped. Nice.
He's picked the gap, though. This might be 2 if they're smart about it.
Thought about it. They've got to go out to run. They're going to have to get on his horse here.
No, that's fine.
Tahir's no, stuff it.
Didn't want
it. No. I don't want to get him out like that. I got to bowl him out,
I don't think horses are allowed in simulated online cricket, Luke.
Who said that they were?
Who said horses? As we see,
said he has to get on his horse.
That's true.
And this will be 2.
This will be 2. They're going to get back on the horse. Giddy up. And that's an easier 2.
Don't think...
You're just going to have to agree with me, Michael.
They might need horses at the end of this just to carry the players off the field because everyone's doing a lot of running.
A lot of running. This is draining. And if anything, as that one is well outside the line there, it could have been a wide if you'd have just left it. Instead, it's a 1 run.
2? Oh, yeah.
Just the 1.
He had his horse there, Mike.
He did have his horse there. This is music to the ears of the Hooroos and the Tigres to drain some of the energy.
Oh, absolutely.
Out of the of these two opponents. Maybe that's the option here with the Wristies.
Thankfully, they don't have to travel to Strokerdome.
Yes, good point.
This will just be a single there, hit nicely. I don't know. Oh, they're going for 2, Luke.
They'll get it easy. They'll get it easy. He threw the wrong end.
Hang
on. He's going to have a crack at throwing to the end now.
I tell you what, Luke, that's some poor fielding out on the fence because that was hit hard, straight to the fielder, just not aware.
Yes.
And you can do it in 2s.
Yeah,
Luke.
I was going to say. I thought that was out. I thought he'd been caught behind.
There was no one back there. That was the right shot. Just missed it. A short mid-wicket here for the last ball of the over. Oh, he chipped it over the top.
Chipped over the top.
And again, this will be 2.
Yeah, they'll get 2 easy. Yeah, this is going to be the name of the game, I think. We're going to see
name a better duo than the Mad Cants and Running 2.
Banana and honey.
Okay, withdrawn.
Rum and Coke.
Imagine brewing and simulated online cricket.
Imagine brewing and me burping on
this could be out.
It's going to fall short, just the 1 run there.
Now, Luke, that ball brings up a great point.
Not a lot of
there.
runs yet. We still got to get some more boundaries.
You're doing it in 2s. It's okay.
Yeah.
Do you bring people about 10 metres off the boundary for those shots? Because no one's hit a 6 so far. And do you try to get them tempted into, field about
see.
there,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
maybe 3/4 to the boundary?
Say, go on, try if you can. Give him the option.
Yep.
No, I don't mind that at all.
Because it'll cut off the twos.
Yes, and it will, and it adds risk.
Yes,
Of course, risk, Tim.
The Wristy Strokers.
Stop it.
I like that.
Yeah, Michael got a pop there. Look at that. He got an eyebrow pop. Michael gives an eyebrow pop. We are. Yeah. It's too much. This is a family show.
I had my moment and I lost it. I blew it.
No one in close on the leg side there. Just runs for the taking here for Mitch Marsh.
If he can take it.
Yeah, there he goes. And again, this is where you got to look for 2.
Yeah,
if
this has
you're
to
the
be
Mad
2.
Cants.
Oh my gosh.
There you
Yeah,
go.
easy.
Easy too.
This now Mitch Marsh is 32 off 31. He's definitely got to go
He's
for
gotta
it.
go.
But again,
Look at
it's
that
very
offside.
hard to score boundaries here. So I think if he just keeps it up with the 2s, that strike rate will be better in the end.
Oh.
They got to run one here.
There's the run, through for leg buys there. Look, they've got the no man out on the offside, so when it comes down to it, it's just being able to bowl well, and that's the thing about Ben Stokes. He's got a decent pill in him, so they can bowl to this field because he's not going to put rank things outside off stump. I'm trying to will it into...
Yeah, I know what you're doing.
No, and another... Oh, and this will be...
they're going for a run.
There's a misfield.
There is a lot happening here.
Yes.
I think
Nervy.
both batters know that as soon as it hits the bat, you just go.
You got to go. You've got at least
run.
one.
Yeah.
As we see Washington Sundar brought on for his last over.
The capital.
The insurrection. Now, he's been huge for the Kents last season.
Up against his former team.
Oh, and he chipped over the top there, and that'll be the one run. They think about a second, and they will decide no. Yes, up against his old team. DC was wonderful for us last season, of course. That magical victory over the Tigres. That is a poor ball outside off.
No, I like that.
You like that, Tim?
Nice and full outside off because it's
does
hard
not
to
like
hit.
that guy
Hard
did
to
it.
hit a full toss square.
Yeah, it's fair. It's a fair point.
Hard to hit a full toss square.
You got to
with no
really go
pace.
with it, don't you? Yeah.
And I also don't mind that ball.
That's a better. Yeah, that's a great
And,
ball.
Luke, they've got the one on the leg side in close, which cuts off the option for 2.
It's a great fielding.
So I
situation.
think we're starting to
look at that.
feel it out throughout the game here, Luke.
Yes, Tim. Agree. Here we go. Shot.
Well,
Is this going to be caught out in the deep? It will fall short, but it's on. There you go. He's going to chuck the sads, ladies and gentlemen.
I think that was always 2. Always.
Go on. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Again, just give it a little bit of length, and he could just chip it. Didn't get all of it, but he knew if he just got it over the over the infield,
Got the loft wedge out and just
bit of flop city.
It'll move it across the crease there.
And that's a better delivery. That's what he was trying to do last ball.
Yeah. Didn't get his
And,
line. And he's chucking
the man impersonating Hashim Amla. Cannot
the
believe
beard.
it.
Fear the beard. 35 off 35 for Marsh here. 3 for 143. As Light and Daz paddle shots it, but there's no one out there. That's very clever cricket.
Yeah, they're going for 3
They'll
here.
think about 3, and then they will go for 3. Oh, geez, will they get it easy? Oh, a direct hit, and it was close. But now Light and Daz, not known for his T20 big
Prowess.
hitting. This is his opportunity. He's been given a chance in the first game. The skipper said, the coach said, this is what we're doing.
What's the last over here, Luke?
Oh my gosh!
And this could be, again, this is into the gap. It's got to be 2.
Yeah, that'll be 2 runs. They're going to do this in 2s.
But again, 12 off the over. You take that every day of the week.
Well, 160 is what they're looking at here.
It's a mad strategy, but, look
Hey,
at the team employing it.
Well said.
Well said.
Luke, you said 150.
I didn't know. As we see this one, that's going to be 4 runs.
Ooh,
Yeah, beautiful shot. And that'll beat the man. These huge boundaries here at the Stroker Dome. That one brought to you by Imagine Brewing.
Oh. Crisp.
That one was crisp.
Just given a little bit of length there. Just missed his spot.
He's got to get a hurry on here.
I think it's the right line.
4 balls left. All out on the leg side. Oh, wow. That's a seed.
Huge.
That's a seed. Through to the keeper, no run.
Sundar, the insurrection, the capital.
He
cannot
knows.
believe it.
He cannot. There's Ben Stokes here. He's 0 for 25 off his 3.5. Another dot ball. This is a good ending for him here. 150. Is it enough?
I don't know, Luke.
We do not know.
The field is just massive.
Now, remember, at the start of this game, fielding was a speciality of the Wristy Strokers. It wasn't for the Mad Kents. Now, do I think we're going to see those five
Now, this
buys?
could be two.
Yeah, you got
100%. The field is...
It's enormous.
It is unlike anything we've ever seen in simulated online
Look
cricket.
at it there. You can't.
It's massive.
I can't even see Michael down at the executive booth, yo. He's that far away. Michael, are you still there?
I'm here.
Okay, just checking.
All right, it's the last ball of the Mad Kent's innings.
And it's a one-run cut off there on the offside. And that'll do us. 1-1-6 is the score
1-5-6
to win.
1-5-7 is the score to win.
Whoa.
Anyway, that's the end of the innings for the boys from Chubb. Daz Marsh, as we bring in Michael for the halftime entertainment. Michael, what do you got this week?
Hello. This week, because the team owner of the Wristy Strokers, Matty H, is a bad dad. I did not come up with this nickname myself.
He's a bad dad.
I think he's a top bloke.
He's the bad dad.
He's a good bloke, but he's a bad dad.
Bad dad.
He's a bad dad.
Is it maybe a positive, like how Michael Jackson was bad? Like, bad. But
No,
I mean,
no,
that
Jackson
one
was-
worked out famously.
Okay, well, yeah.
For everyone involved.
withdrawn. Anyway, so for halftime, I've got some bad dad jokes.
It's a family show.
Oh, okay.
Some bad dad jokes.
Hit
You
us
ready
with
for
your
some
bad dad jokes. Hit us with some bad dad jokes.
Okay, here you go. Tim and Luke, why shouldn't you wear glasses when you play football?
I don't know, Mike. Why shouldn't you wear glasses
You don't
when
have to
play
repeat
football?
the premise
Oh,
each
okay.
time. It's a contact sport. It's a contact sport.
Well, but football, like soccer, it's not really contact sport.
No, football like football.
Rugby.
Well, you should have said rubber league. But
You should
anyway,
say
Oh my
rugby
god.
league.
This is not an interactive.
Welcome to critiquing bad dad jokes.
Yeah.
all right, give us another one. Give us another one. Come on.
The doc told me I was going deaf. The news was pretty hard to hear.
Lame.
All right. How do you like 6:30 is my favorite time, hands down.
Oh yeah, I don't mind.
Oh, I get.
Yeah, it's a bit of a thing.
I haven't heard that one.
There
you go.
Yeah, hands down.
I had someone try to sell me a coffin yesterday. I told him it's the last thing I'll need.
Ah, don't mind that one, actually.
The bad dad jokes. Well,
Luke, have you got a bad dad joke?
yes, I took my cat to the vet the other day. It
Yeah.
was feline fine.
So why did you take it to the vet?
Just to, it was. Did I say was? I meant wasn't. It wasn't feeling fine. It wasn't.
Well, thankfully,
the cricket is back.
batsmen have hit the field.
Well, that brings Rahul Shah to the crease. He's going to have a bowl
good
here.
dad jokes.
Fighting
No, the
fire
bad
with
dad jokes.
fire here, Luke. Wrist on wrist.
Yes. As this one gets lofted over the top, that'll be one run for the first. Yes, and no, they didn't think about a second there. And that brings Hashim Amla. Not a dinger hitter, but you don't really need to be a dinger hitter at this stadium, or the dome, sorry, the Stroker Dome.
It might actually be
Might be
a
blessing.
master stroke
Could
here.
be. Master
Because if he
stroke.
just picks gaps, chipping over the top, twos, mate, you're at 157. Or 156 is the target.
Yes,
My
yes.
apologies. And again, just hit the gap,
Yeah,
nothing
run the
crazy,
twos.
and just run the twos. Now, this might be a war of attrition here,
Yeah,
Luke.
this could be a grind,
This will
Tim.
be a massive grind here. But I think if I wanted to be
Change the field.
either team, I think I'd want to be the Mad Kents just with runs on the board.
Oh, he's got him! Yes, well, hang on, what's happened here?
Oh!
He's been given out. Now, that did not look
Hang
out.
on a minute.
That
They're
looked...
going to celebrate anyway.
They're going to have a think about it.
This
could be...
what
Wow.
what has happened
No,
here?
that was
I
LBW.
expect to see-
no
expect
way
to see
this is
a
out.
Review here.
He has not reviewed it, ladies and gentlemen.
Gone for a walk.
Wow, Hashim Amla is not going to review what looked very much like it was outside leg stump.
Some saucy umpiring.
Hey,
Get
from
it?
Teriyaki.
And tomato.
Here we go. Now, maybe we've seen something they haven't, Tim. It's hit outside off. Yeah,
So
all
that's
right, play on. I mean, this is going to miss by a mile. Oh, it's umpire's call. Wow.
Well, I think the thing that got him over the line to give it
wow.
out, Luke, was the
Yeah,
fact that he was
that's
on
out.
the back foot.
That's out. Yeah,
It
that's
didn't look out live,
No,
but
but-
great pickup from Teriyaki.
I take it
there.
back. Teriyaki, well done. And good on Hashim for knowing.
Ooh.
You know? for saying,
Jeez. I
Hey.
think that was a heavy conversation, but
yeah, difficult one there to swallow.
That's a style of sportsmanship that's really on the out and out. It's nice to see it. That's good old fashioned. Like you like to see it. It's simulated online cricket.
Indeed. Shot. And this might be
This
caught.
could be out.
This might be out. Oh, it's going to fall just short, and he's going to chuck the sads, and they'll run two. That's one run missed. That should have been a catch. Imagine.
Steve Smith gone in the first over to be 2 for 4.
Well, Rahul Shahar, people laughed at me when I brought him in first pick. They laughed him. I just get voicemails from the other team owners. Just
Not from me.
well, where are they now, Tim?
Well, they haven't won a game yet. So let's not go early crow.
Hi, you've reached Luke Gold at the Mad Cans. Please leave a message after the beep.
And that
Shot.
This might roll away for 4. Is it going to hold up? They might run 4 here, Luke.
Oh, it's another one.
Get there.
Are they going to run
look at
4?
that.
They will run
Yeah,
4.
4.
A big throw here to the wicketkeeper. Nah, BS.
4 anyway.
Should have thrown to the other end.
Should have thrown the other end when he was already in.
From the other, a different postcode, Tim. As we see Jimmy given a chance here with the ball. He was a big pick. I'm glad we got Jimmy. A bit of rock steady from a quick is what you need.
Malcolm says,
never mind.
you can take your big Jimmy steady, whatever you're saying, and I'm going to go straight over the top. And that was... Welcome back.
Yeah, re-export. We had
Premium.
Re-Mason. Now it's re-export's turn.
If you need to re-export your stolen goods,
That's right.
Is it re-exporting, importing?
no.
I'm going to import.
No.
And now
Stop.
I need to re-export it back into the country.
No. So it's exported.
Yeah,
So
you've
here's their
exported.
business model. So they've exported it, and then it got rejected.
Yes.
So it's
Their job is to get involved at that point.
Yes, it's never left the country, Mike.
Right.
And it needs to be
If your exporting
re-exported.
has failed,
Yes.
You get these guys
give
involved.
the lads at
Re-export
re-exporting
premium.
Okay.
Yeah, but
That's
premium
right.
stuff only.
Right.
So that's just
Yeah.
towed off
They
the
should
top.
make that much more clearer in the advertising.
I think they do.
I think it's very clear.
How does that jingle go, Luke?
If you're being rejected at the
Export.
premium,
Oh,
that's through the gap. Aiden Markram running some luck here.
that ball doesn't need re-exporting. It is
No.
out of here.
He's happy with that one.
Off to India.
Off to. Now Jimmy Shah's had to come over to Jimmy and say, "Hey mate."
Shahar going over to
What?
James
was-
Anderson.
Yeah, James Anderson saying,
Mate, I've been here for 20 years. I know what I'm doing. Slip taken out
See
here.
how the ball went to the boundary then? That's not what we're doing.
yeah. Opposite of that, thanks.
Oh, but it's worked.
That's our top. Yeah, that's it. The talking to from Shahar.
Yeah, well, he's gone early, gone big early here, Jimmy.
Yeah.
But Aiden Markram looking to assert his dominance on this game.
Oh, another nick. That's 3 nicks in the over, 2 of which have gone for 4.
Yeah, the top edge, I mean, that was just pace
Yeah.
and going
Rode
for it
the
hard,
pace. Yeah, all right,
knowing
I'll
that there was
give
a
you that.
lot of space backward of square.
Yes.
Be incredibly unlucky if he was caught.
Oh, there's a Montreal mishap. This one's going to run away to the boundary. It'll be cut off. I take it all the way back. A direct hit here, and it was nowhere near it. That is 2 runs for the Greater. If you are a Wristy fan, of course I am not. Go Kents. 1 for 23 off 2. They're definitely making the run rate at this stage look silly, Tim. Shahar brought on for a second over.
Yeah, I think this is a crucial over. If they're going to go a 6-3 offside field against Steve Smith, I mean, he's a great proponent. As soon as I say that,
Yeah,
they've
there you
moved
go,
it to a
never
5-4.
Don't worry about it.
But yeah, key over here, I reckon. And that's
it's dropped. It's a drop catch from the big cock. Oh, I think he's going to throw it out into the outfield.
in disgust.
Yes. Oh, that is rough stuff up here. They're going to. That's twice now. Steve Smith should have been caught. That's not been the case. And that is what happens when you do that lofted cover drive over the top. That is Steve Smith's first boundary. He is 10 off his 6.
That boundary brought to you by Hilton Plasterers. If you need to get plastered, you speak with Hilton Plasterers.
Get on to plastering. Hilton. Mark.
Oh, round the
shot.
corner. Steve Smith, he's vibing early.
Oh, he's right in his luck, Tim.
Look, there's been a lot of fielding dropped balls. Is there a particular reason for that, or is it part of the strategy, I suppose I'm asking?
Look, I'd like to say we're leaning into it, Michael, but no. Look, as we said in the pre-game, we were low on fielding, and that appears to have been coming through in this game. It's disappointing, and it could cost us a finals berth against the Wristies here. Because of course there is obviously implications, Tim.
There's always implications.
If the Wristies go on and win this one, that makes the road to victory for the El Tigre Chinos even more difficult.
And the Mad Cats.
And the Mad Cats. Oh, both are. Yeah, absolutely. Maybe we talked a bit too high of a game, Tim. Perhaps.
Oh, I certainly haven't. I'd lost to a miracle.
You still lost.
Yeah, mate.
Hang on.
And you could still
Hang
win
on.
this.
You still lost.
After 3 overs, it's 1 for 31 here. Jimmy given another went 14 off his first.
Shot. There is a man, though. They've got the protection out there for the traditional one-day shot. And that'll just be the one run. It seems like the Wristies are really playing that home field advantage to their best, Tim. They've definitely got the more out of it for the fielding conditions, or for the size of the wicket, or the ground, I should say, the oval, the dome.
I don't mind this field, though. Short cover. And also gives here mid-wickets kind of open. They've got protection out the back, so if he wants to flick it with the wrists, he can do it at his own peril here, Luke.
Shot.
They're not called the Wristy Flickers.
No,
Tim.
they're the Wristy Strokers.
Speaking of,
And that shot was
well,
right there.
Look at this. Look at that. Those
Bang.
wrists.
Oh,
Bang.
heavy over it.
Whipped from Steve Smith. Wristy Shahar trying something, anything. He needs to do something here because it is getting out of control quickly here for the Mad Kents. A loss here would be devastating. Shot.
Bang.
Another big one. The field up in the ring, and he's gone over the top.
Ooh, almost hit the
Nearly.
beer van.
It is the beer van. Yeah, they look like envelopes, but those are actually packaged beers. Yes.
That boundary was brought to you by Imagine Brewing Co. Home of the Nub City 10-10-10-20 Pale Ale.
Hove.
Imagine Brewing. Imagine. Good shape there. A nice,
Can't pierce
decent
the
comeback
gap.
ball there.
22 off 13 for Stephen Devereaux Smith here. The bad dad rocking the New Balance.
Oh, so crisp. The crispness in my ear. Now that's how you open a beer.
I was unable to get it all over me, sadly, though.
Yeah, that's so weird. All right, well, that brings us to the all-important fifth over, Tim. This is Taskin Ahmed's been given the ball. He performed very well in Season 3. He's been given a nod for the Kents. Look at that field.
Yeah, short cover, short mid
They're
wicket.
already on the offside for Taskin here.
Yep, and that's where you're going to have to bowl it to that field.
Yeah.
You have the traditional one-day third man and fine leg, and a great throw there from
the
third
other
man.
to the bowler.
But I feel like this could be a momentum swinging over.
The mimosa memento moment of the game.
Bang.
He's just going to beat the man. He will run around. And they're going to... look at the wicketkeeper here. A good throw, and it might be close, and it will nowhere near either of those things.
Well, he's on the back foot. I think he
Yes, he was too busy looking and admiring the shot, Tim.
That's right. I think he got
bogged down.
I think he reckoned he got more of it than he actually did.
Yeah. That'll be another dot ball. Well, first dot ball of the game. Of the over. Not of the game. I mean, it feels like that. So we see a bit of a clap.
Yeah, I don't know. It's very nervy here in this fifth over, Luke.
It's
Very
feeling
subdued.
tense. This is a good score so far. Shot, and that'll be 4 runs over the top of point. That one brought to you by Imagine Brewing.
Imagine Brewing Co. Imagine.
The big slurp.
As Teriyaki gets involved.
Yes, Teriyaki
in
knows
that
what he's
one.
doing. 2 balls left before the all-important, and this could be devastating simulation.
Yep.
There are
That's
a lot of
important.
source-based umpires this season.
Loose spouse?
Seasoning.
Jesus. Last ball before the simulation here. Bang. Oh,
Oh, hang on. Oh! direct hit, and it was all over. That would have been a nice little treat going into the simulation halftime. But unfortunately, not the case. Mohamed Mamadullah, we will miss the finger arm spinner. The finger arm spinner.
What a risky move on the last ball before the simulation.
More like risky strokers.
Wow.
Got him again.
Let's bring Michael Vilkins in for today's simulation sponsor.
Thank you, Timmy. Today's simulation sponsor is brought to you by New Balance. New Balance, the preferred shoes of bad dads everywhere. Stick them on your feet.
That's actually a pretty good one. I don't mind that.
The bad dad loves himself a New Balance.
Oh, and proud sponsors.
That's it. Proud
the
sponsor.
bad dads,
proud
Strokers.
sponsor. Well, Tim,
what do you reckon?
I think that this is. Do I think that we even get to the end of the simulation?
Oh.
Maybe. Maybe not.
Wow.
The field is too big.
You say that.
Look, Steve Smith's got to go.
He does have to go, but I think that they've both got. Ben Stokes can hit a ball. Then it starts to get into the wishy-washy. But speaking of wishy-washy, Washington Sundar has done it before in the past. He is an opportunity. So if we can get Stokes, Steve, Aiden, Shoria, Tembo, Billings, Rashid, Pat Cummins, and Imran Tahir out, I think we're in with a chance.
Oh, you're in with a chance.
I think we're in with a chance.
I don't
Tim.
think it's that drastic, but I think you need one or two in the simulation just to peg it back.
Yes, well,
Is it the weather? Is the Mad Kents just can't deal with that sub 20 degree chill?
potentially. It's a late night, 9:20. We're in bed normally by now.
I think also the field has a lot to do with it.
Yes.
The field has been the wild card.
Yeah.
I don't think any players have
No
been.
stripes have thrown them off. They don't know where
That's
they're
it.
standing.
Yeah. That's right. They're losing their marks. So anyway, to find out what happens, I guess there's only one thing to do, Tim.
Begin the simulation.
Oh, this is going to be...
Yep.
Ooh,
Yep.
okay. So Steve's
Steve
gone
Smith.
on with it. 138. They're home. They're home, Tim.
It appears so. Wow, what a great
That is
simulation
huge.
for
18
the
off
Mad
30.
Cants.
Wow.
This should be done and dusted. Luke, you've got wickets in hand. I would be looking at a run rate implication victory here. You'd want to try and get it within
We
2
got to bring
overs.
this now. Yeah, we got to try and drag this back a wicket or two in this over. Is desperate. If they're a little tweak of the box there from Steve Smith. As Joe Denley's brought on for his third. We're not short on bowlers, so I don't know why Joe Denley's bowled three.
I think maybe the spin. They saw the spin for the Strokers. Maybe do a little bit here, but
16 off 28. They're going to need to work some run rate magic here because we are in danger of missing out of this competition after one game.
yeah. Well, the close loss of the El Tigre Chinos
Yes, makes it all the more difficult.
he's gone wrong in there.
Yep.
You think someone on 82 off 50
Would be picking him.
would pick a Joe
You would-
Denley wrongin'.
That's right.
But again, no real pressure.
Shot. That's 4 runs. Lifted over the top of backward point there, I should say. And that'll be 4 runs. It's all but done, Tim. All she wrote. And Denley, I mean, he's worried about it. He's cussing himself out there. But to be honest, this isn't on him.
No, well,
It's on the skipper. Why is Rahul Shah? Why is Shah bowling Denley for 4 overs?
well, I think you make an excellent point there, Luke. You
Come
had
on.
a lot of leaders in this side, and
Yes.
you've gone with Shahar. Maybe too much pressure on the young lad, and that'll be. Well, you might get 2
He
here.
might come around for the second.
Oh, it might be 4.
No, it's going to
good
get
field.
cut off in the deep, and that'll be 2 runs. But they can do it in 2s. They can do it in 1s. It is all she wrote.
You never know, Luke. If one thing previous
Yeah,
pool
it's a
and
fair
these
point.
games have shown us,
It's a fair point.
it ain't over till it's over, baby.
Oh,
And
catch!
it's out.
Yes, he's got him. Well, Steve Smith, I mean, Michael's talked it into fruition here as Joe Denley, the greatest bowler of all time, has taken a wicket here, and it's off the bat into the leg, and it's caught by the big cock. He's got himself a catch behind the wickets. Yes, that is all too easy. And Joe Denley picks up the prize victim of Steve Smith for 88. He's got to go.
Are you sad to see that package leaving the field, Luke?
Look, the twig of the box was one of the iconic moments in simulated online cricket. Of
Earlier
course,
pools, Luke was quite distracted by the visage.
shot.
Bang.
Just the one run, though. There is protection for Ben Stokes. And that they're going to go 2 here. Hang on. He's gone!
Ooh,
Think
bit of
he's
interference.
There was a bit of running D there, wasn't it? No, everyone seems to move on. No one really cares. And there's another little tweak in the box. Hello. There's Ben Stokes. He needs to be the money man here. 8 off 23.
Bang.
Yeah, that's going to be
Might go two as well.
one bounce. They're going to think about a second and they will decide against it. 1 run required.
153.8. That was a rocket.
That is hot. It's too hot. Hot damn. He's bowled well though.
Everyone back on the leg side here, so you're going to be full and straight, you'd have to think.
And it is both of those things, but he hasn't
Pick
getting
the
around. And he will
gap.
get around to it. They will. That'll be 1. They're running 2. That'll be 2 runs. 5 off 21 required, Tim.
That's 2 every day of the week.
Oh, man, that is disappointing for round 1 for our teams, Tim. That's very disappointing for both teams. We're going to be redacted going into round 2. Shot.
This could be out, Luke.
The man's coming around. Is he going to get around in time? I don't know if he will. He might.
Yeah,
And he does, and
easy.
he's caught, yes. Yeah, it's gone.
He was trying to feel it in air tonight, but didn't get...
It was up in the air for quite a while.
Maybe on other fields that would have been a nice
Yes.
boundary.
I thought it would have been 6.
That's very high up
Yes.
for that ball.
Yeah, well, that is the way that we do things. Remember, the wind was going 44 clicks upwards, I think it was.
Of course.
Yes.
Wind assistant.
Yeah. Now,
Assistant.
Temba Bavuma brought to the crease here. He requires 5 of his 20. Surely we're not going to get a hat trick, Tim.
Well,
Surely not. Oh,
you almost spoke
Luke,
it in.
Luke.
You almost did.
nearly.
Somebody take a stress ball up to Mr. Gold.
1 ball remaining in the 17th over. 5 runs required for victory.
It's a
he's
dot
picked
ball.
out the
No, we
only
need to see.
guy
Look,
in
at
the-
this stage, we are at damage limitation. We just got to try to keep.
Just dot balls.
The dot balls have got to keep
You've got to
happening.
think about the net run rate implications.
You do have to, obviously, Michael. Thank you.
Says
The
team
big-
owner
yeah.
of the Brisbane Burners.
The big net run rate
As
guy. He's
Mitch
a run rate guy.
Marsh gets his first over here. See, this is the captaining
going
tactics
on?
of the Mad Cants. There might need to be a reshuffle.
Yeah, this is not working for us. We might have to see some changes made in the game. Potentially Sheldon Cottrell might make an appearance.
I don't know if runs were the problem if, they're letting in 9 and over.
Yeah, maybe.
Who knows?
Who knows? Who's to say, Tim? We'll talk about it in the wash. See, at this stage, you've got to bring the man up.
This'll be
What
two.
are we doing? That is a terrible fielding decision there. And Bison is absolutely...
the big bias.
The big bice is he's furious, Tim.
Well, you
We've
would
given him nothing.
you
It's
wouldn't-
tied scores.
you would not have thought that.
Oh, 1 moment ago. Sorry,
yeah, there's
apologies.
two. There's
Two to go.
2 for victory.
There's still a game here.
And
Never
it's
mind.
over.
Yeah, it's not burping time yet, Luke.
Oh no, scores are now level.
Scores are level. With 15, 2 and a bit overs
We'll
left
need
to
one
go.
of the all-time great comebacks for a super
not
over.
believe
it
we're
would go
doing-
down in simulated online history.
Can you imagine? Imagine.
All right, Ben Stokes, can he be the hero here for the Wristy Strokers? Get them on the board here in Sock Season 4. Bang.
And that'll do it. That
It's
is
over.
the game. It is over. Stokesy gets his team through. They're going to run a
running for
second
2.
one.
Really
Through the wrong
rubbing
end.
in.
Oh, wow. Nearly got a run out there. That would have been good. And that is it. Ben Stokes, he's still doing some guard. He's asking for middle. The game's finished, Tim.
What is that? The Benny G Loki alpha moment of the
Yeah.
week? He's saying, you guys didn't give me enough runs to chase
Yeah,
down.
there you go. More, please.
The Wristy Strokers
Wow.
win by 6 wickets. It was a bit of an upset. As you have a look, looking at that now, you can
at
see
that.
it did hit the pad
Yeah.
on leg stump there. Markram did try and get the runs going early, but it was the simulation, Luke, that did you in.
Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a hard one. We're going to have to go back to the book and watch some tape, Tim. Watch some tape.
Yeah, some interesting tactics from the Mad Kents, particularly
Yes.
from rookie captain
Yeah,
Raul Shahar.
yeah.
So
He might lose that one, perhaps.
maybe
We'll
some.
see what
Wow.
happens.
Wow. That's a huge
Hey,
ball.
look, we it's a short
One game and out.
short competition. We got to make those changes, and you got to be
Tried
decisive.
it once and he sucked.
That's right. There is a potential for that to occur. Who's to say? Wow, that's a big win from the Wristies there to win by 6 wickets. That will help their cause and put them, you would have to think, into the first spot
Yes, on
over
top of the table.
Hoorers, yeah.
Do you think it'll hurt your chances of seeing the Tigers and the Mad Kents in the finals?
Not yet.
I mean, there's still a chance.
Okay.
There's
Still a chance. It does become increasingly unlikely now, Michael,
Correct.
because
That's all I wanted to hear.
I don't want to go early crow, but you can see on
that's
the
huge.
ladder that is a massive net run rate to overcome here for the Mad Kents.
Brutal. Absolutely
I can't see you guys on the ladder there.
Yeah, it's
We're
so
down the
weird,
bottom.
eh? It's so weird.
As we go to the leading run scorers after the completion of the first round, David Warner, Steve Smith, and Ravi Jadeja rounding out the top three. For the bowlers, Jofra Archer, Joe Denley, Rashid Khan, Tim Southey,
wow.
those three players on 2 wickets each.
Brings us to round 2, Tim.
Scapbro Stadium,
That's
it
right.
is a top
Giddy
of
up.
the table clash.
It is.
Who would have thought the winner is pretty much through?
Winning in,
The loser then goes
This
into
is-
the implications.
which
but
gives us, which is quite good. We've got the winning in, and then we've got the battle of the
Losing out.
Losing out.
You
Wow.
can't miss a single game. Every single game has huge implications going forward.
yes, that's right.
Unmissable.
Michael, before we let you go, do you have one final dad joke for Bad Dad Appreciation Round?
I don't.
Oh, well, that's fine.
Come back next week.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can't wrestle one
Start
up.
with a
because
bad
the Wristy Strokers is still there.
Yeah,
Yes.
This
that's
is
right.
live television, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. Well, on behalf of Michael Vilkins, Luke Gold beside me, I'm Tim Stanton. This has been Simulated Online Cricket Season 4. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Get this community growing. We'll see you next week for the Urus and the Wristies.